Manchester United are on a high after a Premier League away win over Southampton and now return to Old Trafford. Erik ten Hag's Manchester United will face League One side Barnsley in the Carabao Cup third round to kick off this year's campaign. Manchester United have been dealing with a lot of injury problems just like last season, and things haven't gotten much better this time around. Erik ten Hag has had to cope with key players missing, and during their comfortable 3-0 win over Southampton, 2 more names were added to the injury list, Noussair Mazraoui and Lisandro Martinez. Both had to be taken off during the game, and we're still waiting for updates on how bad their injuries are. The win itself was great, with goals from Martinez, Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho, but these new injuries have cast a shadow over the victory. With so many games coming up in different competitions, Ten Hag will be hoping the injuries aren't too serious and that these players are back on the pitch soon. Here's a breakdown of the latest injury news and when we can expect some of the players to return. First up, Noussair Mazraoui. The details of Mazraoui's injury are still unclear, but he had to be taken off during the match against Southampton. Mazraoui has been a solid presence at right back, bringing energy and versatility to the defence. Losing him would leave a gap in a position where United already lack depth. If his injury is serious, Ten Hag may have to rotate other players like Diogo Dalot more heavily or rely on less experienced squad members. For his return date, we're waiting on more updates from the medical staff. Next, Leny Yoro. Foot injury. But Yoro is still young but has shown a lot of promise. He is expected to play a huge role this season after a big money move to United. His injury is a setback for United's defensive options in the long run. The team needs every fit body in such a crowded schedule, and having him sidelined until November takes away another option. Ten Hag said, "I'm sure he will be returning as soon as possible to support the team. He will help the team winning games and winning trophies." Predicted return date, November 2024. Next we have Lisandro Martinez. His injury is not yet confirmed, but he was forced off during the Southampton match. Martinez is one of United's most important defenders. His aggression, ball-playing skills and leadership make him essential to Ten Hag's plans. Losing him, even for a short period, would be a blow to the team's defensive stability. If his injury turns out to be serious, it will leave a huge void, with Lindelof also on the sidelines and Maguire having fitness issues. Lindelof is a crucial squad player who fills in well when called upon. He is a reliable cover for both Lisandro Martinez and De Ligt. His absence creates a headache for Ten Hag, especially with Martinez and Yoro also a concern. A return date, potentially back for the next game against Barnsley on September 17th. Ten Hag said he has an issue on his toe. Hopefully he can return quickly, but not available. Luke Shaw. Calf injury. Shaw's absence has been deeply felt. He's not just United's first choice left back, but also a key playmaker in attack. His ability to get forward and deliver dangerous crosses, along with his defensive reliability, has been missed. Malacia's injury further complicates the left back situation, leaving Ten Hag to rely on makeshift options like Diogo Dalot on the left. A return date possibly available for Barnsley on September 17th. Malacia. Knee injury. Now, Malacia's injury is another headache in the left-back position. While Shaw's injury is more high-profile, Malacia has been a useful backup and rotational player. His absence leaves United vulnerable on that side of the defence, forcing Ten Hag to get creative with his lineup. He's expected to be back in October. According to Ten Hag, he's not that far away, but he's now in a progress situation. At a relatively short notice, he can again return into team training and then into team performance in games. Mason Mount has a muscular issue. Mount was brought in to provide creativity and energy in midfield, but his season has been disrupted by injury. His return could help ease the burden on Bruno Fernandes and give the team more options going forward. Return date not yet confirmed, but Ten Hag is hopeful it won't be too long. Each of these injuries affects the team in different ways, but the combined impact makes squad rotation difficult, especially with key games and multiple competitions coming up. Ten Hag will be hoping for quick recoveries as depth is crucial during this busy part of the season. It's going to be a test of United's squad strength and resilience over the next few weeks. Ten Hag's United won the Carabao Cup in 2023, and Cristiano Ronaldo has tipped the Red Devils to win the competition again this upcoming season. This is United's first midweek match of the 2024-25 season and a chance for the manager to rotate. Ahead of his press conference on Monday, which will provide an injury update, we took a look at some of the selection decision facing the boss. Erik ten Hag actually has a choice of 3 for this fixture. Last season, he stuck by Andre Onana for all of the cup games, barring the one he was unavailable for. Yet with Onana now firmly entrenched as first choice and fully adjusted to English football, is it time to give him a rest and, more importantly, a chance for somebody else? Altay Bayindir is Manchester United's second choice, yet he has only made 1 appearance since joining the club on transfer deadline day in 2023. The alternative would be to lean on experienced stopper Tom Heaton, who actually started for the under-21s in the EFL Trophy against Barnsley last week. Could this be a first sighting of the season for left-back Harry Amass? The 17-year-old was a star in pre-season and provided an assist against Barnsley in the EFL Trophy. United fans are awaiting injury update on Luke Shaw, but it may not be wise to rush him straight back into the starting lineup, even if he was past fit. At the back, expect Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire to be rotated in, giving Lisandro, Martinez and Matthijs de Ligt a rest. Christian Eriksen was a surprise starter at the weekend against Southampton. This could mean Casemiro is rotated back into the side in his place against Barnsley. United really ought to give Kobbie Mainoo a rest, so let's see another promising youngster, Toby Collier, given an opportunity. Collier has appearances against Manchester City and Liverpool under his belt, and captained the under-21s in their win over Barnsley last month. More tempting is the prospect of a first-ever start for new signing Manuel Ugarte. Casemiro and Collier could simply be competing for a place alongside him. Ahmad's sensational form has led to big money signing Antony becoming a forgotten man. The Brazilian has just 1 minute of action all season. Expect him to be given a first start against Barnsley and an opportunity to stake his claim while giving Ahmad a rest. On the other side, Alejandro Garnacho could be handed a start too, having begun on the bench for 3 of the first 4 league games of the season. There is currently no update on Rasmus Højlund's status. Erik ten Hag has a choice between Joshua Zirkzee and youngster Ethan Wheatley, who was on the substitutes bench at Southampton. Stay tuned for updates on their recoveries and keep supporting the team through this challenging period. Join the conversation and share your thoughts on how the squad should adapt to these challenges.